Between tackling the next debt ceiling deadline and reaching a federal budget deal, Congress has a lot on its plate that directly impacts the economy, the stock market, and your investments. So the big question is, are lawmakers ready to work with President Obama, and can they really get any of these deals done? John Harwood joins us now from Washington, D.C. So, John, set the table for us, if you will. Where do things currently stand?
It's pretty bleak right now, Sue. There still is some time for the House and Senate to strike a deal on extending government funding, which runs out on September 30th, but there's no sign right now of an agreement that can pass both chambers. The House is likely to pass an extension of government funding for a couple of months to allow negotiation, but attached to that, a defunding or delay of Obamacare, which is a demand of many conservative activists, that cannot pass the Senate. And so the question is, how can they get something going that keeps the government funded? And remember, 2 weeks after the government's supposed to run out of money, the debt limit needs to be raised, according to the Treasury. That's an additional problem, even a harder problem than extending funding.
So, John, tactically speaking, as you just mentioned, the House GOP are tying actions to the defunding of, in some cases, calling for the repeal of the Affordable Care Act. That's a non-starter. When does that melt away as a tactical device?
Not clear. May melt away once the House caucus sees that it can't pass the Senate. Maybe it melts away once the Senate advocates, like Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, try to run around and get votes for that and run up against a brick wall when they see that it can't pass. Some people think, and I talked to a Democratic leadership aide today who said it may take a government shutdown with a lot of heat being generated on the Republican Party, and that's what both sides expect would happen if we have a shutdown, before they will buckle, give up that demand.
The president, in his news conference yesterday, the rhetoric was strong. He's obviously very aggravated with the inability right now to bring the two sides together. Does either side have to soften that rhetoric, John, or try and reach across the aisle just a little bit to make some headway, or is that really off the table completely?
Well, they've got to get to a place where the offers are or their demands are things that the other side could conceivably accept. There is no possible way that a president named Obama will accept the stopping of something called Obamacare. So that's not going to happen. And the question is, when do Republicans discover that? Republicans are not likely to pass a straight, clean CR or debt limit increase, CR being a continuing resolution extending the government funding. So there's going to have to be something to change the dynamic that currently exists before we can get a solution.
And very quickly, John, the president said he will not negotiate on the debt ceiling, right?
He absolutely won't. He was burned by that in 2011, but Republicans were also burned, and that is a memory that Democrats are counting on that will impel Republican leaders to, at some point, force their members to accept a solution they don't want to accept right now.
John Harwood, thank you very much.